Hey guys, this is Techco Freak here, and welcome to episode 8 of my Let's CS custom story creation tutorial for Amnesia. It's really been a while, and I'm sorry for that if I've been gone for a real long time. I've been gone for nearly a year from YouTube, and I'm sorry for those that have been following my series and have been wanting to see more, but I've got caught up in a lot of things, and I just haven't been able to continue it. But now I find myself with some more free time, and I'm going to try my best to upload videos for you guys. Continuing the series, hoping to keep it alive and continue and see how far we can get. So, today we're going to talk about, for one, HPS support. For Notepad++. This is going to help our work environment because we've been using C++ to use the color to help us out with the language, but in reality, we don't have to use C++. There is this HPS support for Notepad++, which is just a language created by the developers to basically help those people that use Notepad++ and could use proper language for what they're doing. So this is a really helpful tool. I'm going to show you guys how to install it and use it. Of course, it's optional, so you don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can continue using C++, or you can just use it without any language defined. So other than that, today we're going to also talk about creating script areas, and we're also going to talk about basic enemy spawning, some very basic things about enemy spawning, and then in hopefully the next episode we can talk about more in depth what you can do with enemies and how to use them really well. So let's get started, and let's go ahead and install this HPS support for our Notepad++. So you guys can go here. I'm going to put a link to the description, and there's the download link here. But you can also download my custom story in the description, which will already have this folder called HPS++ inside of it. And you guys won't have to go here and download it. You guys could just download my my custom story and go ahead and get the stuff from inside of here. And if you guys really want to, you can go ahead and just follow this link, which I'm going to put in the description, and go ahead and download it from here. So yeah, let's go ahead and install this. So for one, you want to open the root directory of your Notepad++. So I already opened mine's. It's going to be right here, and this is the root directory of Notepad++. I have it in my C drive, program files, 32-bit, which is x86, and Notepad++. And we're going to go to the plugins folder, and then APIs. And APIs, we're going to drag in. We're going to drag in our file from HPS++. So we're going to take this HPS.xml and we're going to copy it over into the APIs folder, and go ahead and allow it permission to put it in there. Then we're going to go back to the root directory of Notepad++. Going to go back and open our HPS++ folder here, and now we're going to copy this user-defined language file over to the root directory of Notepad++. This can go anywhere you want. This user-defined language, it can go anywhere. You can leave it in the custom story for all you want, but I recommend you guys just put in the root directory of Notepad++. It's better that way for me, and you guys can do whatever you want, but I myself am going to put it here. So at that, we don't need this no more. We can close it. We can back up here. We're not going to need this folder anymore. Let's go ahead and open up Notepad++. So here we are. As you can see, we have no language defined, so everything's just black. So we're going to go ahead and go to language. Go down to define your language. We're going to import templates. Not templates. We're going to find the root directory of Notepad++. So once again, that's C, x86. Scroll down till you find Notepad++. Passed it already. There we go. Notepad++. And we're going to select this user-defined language XML file, the one that we put in the root directory. It's going to say import successful. Hit OK. You can go ahead and close this. Now you got to reset your Notepad++. So go ahead and just close your Notepad++ and open it again. So I'm just going to go to Maps and go ahead and open it from here. Open our Room 01 file. Now you can go to language and you can see the HPS language listed right there. I'm going to go ahead and click that, and as you can see, we got some nice colors going on here. The red here, we got the red now here. We got the the brighter red over here. We got the blue, and also there's color on the on start, on enter, and on leave. So that's pretty cool. This is really helpful. Helps you look at your code and find bugs and not get so confused sometimes. So it's a really good thing to do. I would recommend you guys do it, but then again, you guys don't have to. If you guys are okay with C++, the C++ language listed here, or any other ones, that's perfectly fine. But I just like this one, and plus it was also made for HPS, so by the developers. So I myself am going to use it. So let's go ahead and start coding. We're gonna start with creating the script areas, and also then we're gonna move on to spawning an enemy. So before we start writing any code, we obviously need to do the things that are going to happen on the map. So let's go ahead and open our map. I'm gonna go to my Redis folder and open my level editor. I'm gonna minimize this, and I'm gonna go open my room 01 map file. So actually you already have some things in here. Let me go ahead and remove these, and we're just gonna redo all of this. Okay, so before we start, let me just give a brief explanation on what a script area is. So for one, a script area is a defined area that you make on the map, and when the player enters or leaves that area, you can have anything happen in that script area. It's a really powerful tool and something you will probably be using almost all throughout your creations of custom stories for Amnesia. They're used for nearly everything. You can do nearly anything with them. They're a really powerful tool that you guys can use. So, for example, the key that we made in the last episode, we could have a script area do exactly the same thing. Or we can also have a script area spawn in an enemy, which is what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and make a script area. So script areas can be found in areas, and then the type of area is going to be a script. So just like any other box, we're just gonna drag, and then we're gonna make the height. So that's how I want my script area to be. This one's going to unlock the door just like a key would. I'm gonna put one on the other side of this door as well, and this one is going to do pretty much the same. Spawn an enemy in where we want it. So there's two script areas. They're gonna be whatever height the player just has to step on them. That's the main thing. So we're also gonna put an enemy somewhere on the map. So let's go over here and put in an enemy. And enemies are an entity. So we're gonna go to entities, go over and go to enemy, and then select your enemy. I'm gonna pick a grunt and go ahead and put him in the map. So I'm gonna position him. Something you guys should be aware of. When an enemy spawns, oops, touch something. Okay, when an enemy spawns into the map, they're always going to be facing a certain direction, and that direction is the positive side of the z-axis. The z-axis is this blue arrow right here, so it's going to be in that direction. That's the positive direction. So that's going to be the direction that the grunt is going to be facing when he spawns in. And we're not going to do anything about him being turned the correct way, because you can turn him all you want here, but he's always going to face the other direction no matter what. But in the next episode, I'm going to show you guys how to do some more tricks with the grunt, which is going to get rid of that problem for us. But for now, we are going to see that problem. But we're just getting into the basics of enemy spawning. So Now we're gonna almost all the time you will have your grunt spawned as inactive, because if he's active, the moment that the player starts the map or enters the map to like a level door, this is going to be the monster is going to be active. He's going to be on the map already. We obviously don't want that. We want to control when the grunt spawns. So I'm going to set active. I'm going to uncheck active so he's not active when the map starts. And also I'm going to rename him and name him Grunt 1. And so as you can see, he goes all invisible. So that's fine. That's what we want to happen. Now we're going to go over to the script area. We're going to give them names. Since I didn't give them names, I'm going to name this one unlock door area. And nothing else has to be changed, and we do want this to be active. And then we're going to go over here and change this other script area. And this is going to be the one that spawns the monster, so I'm going to call it monster spawn area. We're going to go ahead and save that. So let's go ahead and save that, and that's all we need in the map for now. We're gonna have two script areas. They're gonna two separate things. You guys are gonna see me keep using the script areas, and you guys are gonna learn a little bit more of what you can do with them. You can do, like I said, you can do anything with them, but for our purposes, we're going to make it unlock a door, and then we're going to make it spawn an enemy. This script area with unlock the door, I am going to remove it in the next episode, so you guys won't see it. It's just for an example, showing you guys what you can do with the script area. So those are the two script areas and the monster over here. So that's all we're going to do in our map editor for today. Now most of this is going to be done through the code. What's going on in the background? We're going to set up what the script areas do. So for this, we're going to use a new function here, a new command, and we're going to call, and that one's going to be add entity collide callback, which can be found in the episode 8 HPS file that's in this and the custom story that I have. And we're going to go ahead and just copy the first line here and bring it over to here. We're going to have two of them. One for monster spawning and one for the unlocking the door. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about these parameters in here. So each parameter means something different. So for the first parameter, the first two parameters actually are the entities that are colliding. So when the player collides with this entity, then some function will run. That's basically what this is saying. When a player collides with a certain enemy, when a certain entity, this function will run. So you can also change it. You can do it however you want. You can make the for example, the grunt interact with a script area, or a grunt interact with like a table or a chair. You're very flexible with this kind of stuff. But for our purposes, we're going to do player and script area. So we're going to go ahead and put in the name of the script area. This one was open door area. And this one, I believe, was monster spawn area. Okay. So now we're going to have to write the functions for these two collisions. But first, let's talk about what the true and the one means over here. So true means that when the player steps into the area, the script area will disappear. So with the second thing here, so when the player steps into this, or collides with this entity, which is the script area, that script area will disappear because this is set to true. If we don't want the script area to disappear, we can set this to false. And now this one, if it's set to 1, the moment that the player steps into the area, the function will run. If you change this to 0, it's the moment that the player leaves that area that the function will run. So it's pretty cool. You can use it for, like, example, if you had this whole room in a script area, as long as the player is in the area, nothing's going to happen. But the moment that he steps out of that area, the function will run and something will happen. So it can be useful. Of course, it depends on the situation that you need it for. So yeah. So now let's go ahead and create the function for these two. Let's first create the one for the open door area. We're gonna go ahead and go over to the episode 8 as HPS file. We're gonna scroll down until we find. I'm trying to find it. Here we go. No, not there. Oh yeah. Here we go. Until we find this one right here. We're gonna go ahead and paste that here. So for one, this is going to be changed. This monster spawn script. That's also the name. That's the name of the function. We don't want this name to be the name of the one for the door. So we're going to, let me just make another one here. This one I'll keep its name, but this one I'm going to change. This is going to be open door script. Let's call it open door script. This is the function that will run when the script area is stepped into. You might think that this one and this one here are pretty much the same thing. Why can't we just copy this one here? Well, this one has different parameters. You can see there's as parent, as child, and alt state. This one just has as item, as entity. When you're using collide callbacks, you need to use this certain one right here. It needs to be these certain parameters, or else nothing will happen. Just something that you guys should be aware of. In the Engine Scripts website, the one that I usually put in the description, you can find which ones work with which ones. So you can find that on the website. I'm telling you guys that this is the one that you want to use, and the one that I also provided for you guys in the episode 8, the HPS file. So now that we have this and we have it called open door script, in here we can do any functions we want. We can run any commands in here. We can do anything we want in this area. This is what I was talking about having the power to do anything you want. So what I'm going to do here is going to open the door, so I can just take the same code we wrote for the key, the code that basically makes the door unlock sound and unlocks the door for us. We're gonna go ahead and copy this. We obviously don't want to remove the item storage room key, because that item does not exist on the player, because it's not a key that we're using. So all we want is the sound effect of the door unlocking, and we want to set the swing door to be unlocked. Let's go ahead and copy those two there, and go ahead and paste them in here. Let's move this back on the line. So this is the function that's going to unlock our door and play the unlocked door sound. Over here, back up here in the add entity collide callback, there's the function name here. We want to change it now to match the name over here. That's going to be open and door script. So now let me just do the breakdown one more time. When the player collides with the open door area, which is in our map, it will run the function open door script, or it will run the method open door script, and these two extra ones. When the function is run, then the area will be deleted, and it will run when the player steps in the area. So that's the breakdown. That's how the script is going to run. And now that's all we need to do for the door. So now let's go down here and work on our the spawning of our monster. So for we can use a certain command to spawn any entity on the map, and this command is called set entity active. So we're gonna go over here, and you can see it right here, set entity active. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that and paste it over here. And as it says, it will set any entity on the map active. But this parameter right here says true. true. It's set to true because it will set the entity active. There is no set entity inactive. All you do is change it from true to false. So if you want the item to be inactive, you want it to be removed from the map, you would change this to false. For our uses, we want the enemy to spawn in into the map, so we're going to leave it as true because we are going to set it active. Next parameter is entity name. Over here, this is going to be what is going to be active. In this case, is going to be our grunt that we put in the map over here, who's called grunt1. Let's go ahead and change this field and call him grunt1. So so we're going to leave the name here, monster spawn script, and we're going to come up here and change the function name, make sure that it matches, and call it monster spawn script. And now so when the player interacts or collides with the monster spawn area on the map, it will run the function monster spawn script, which will set an entity active true. So it will set an entity active, and this entity is called grunt1, which is the grunt that's over here in the corner. And remember that these parameters are important because you can't interchange them with these, or else your function just won't run when it's called. And of course, we want the area to be deleted when the player enters it, and it's upon entering that it will happen. So that's how that goes. And we're just about done over here in writing the script for this. Now we can go ahead and test it. I believe that's all. So I will see you guys in our custom story as soon as I load it up. Actually, guys, I did make a mistake here. I tried to run the. I tried to step into the script area, and I noticed that it wasn't working, and that's because I did make a mistake here, and you guys gotta be careful too. I named it unlocked door area, but over here I called it open door area. So some of you guys might have caught my mistake here, but make sure you don't misname things like this. So I'm going to correct that and call it unlocked door area, and go ahead and save the file once again. And I'll see you guys in the map this time. Alright guys, here we are in our map. I obviously corrected that misspell thing from area to unlock, open to unlock. And now when we step in this area over here, the door, we should hear the door unlock, and the door should also be unlocked. So let's see. There it is. I heard the keys. I heard the key noise, the unlocked door sound. And if we open it, it should be unlocked. And without using the key, we use the script area instead. So next, there's another script area right in here. And that just spawned the monster right over there. So let's just walk backwards and see if we can see our monster spawn. And there it is. And this is what I was talking to you guys about earlier. When the monster spawns in, he will always be looking in the positive direction of the z-axis, which is in that direction, and there will not be looking, and he will not be looking towards the player or whichever direction you made him face. So at this point, our monster is practically useless. He doesn't do anything. So in the next episode, we're going to talk about some more things about the monsters. We're going to talk about how we can force the monster to know where the player is at all times. We're also going to see how to make the monster a hallucination, and finally we're gonna do patrol nodes, which is going to make the grunt walk in certain areas that we want them to walk to. So he will patrol the area that we tell him to. So that way he just won't stand there. He'll spawn and he'll start walking around the map on what you told him to do. So that's going to be today's episode. Sorry guys if I've been gone for a while. If you guys have been waiting for my next video, but I'm going to try my best to create some more and upload them and see how much farther I can get with this series. I'm sorry if it took a while, but for now. This is a pretty short episode, and I hope it helped. And if things seemed if I seemed a little bit too fast, or I seemed a little different. It has been a while, and I've been trying to get back to my tutorial days, I guess you can say. And I also have a pretty dry throat, so if things were a bit unclear or anything, just leave a comment. And also leave a comment and tell me how you guys feel about the series, if I should continue it or maybe do anything else. I'm also going to try and start up a website. I've already got some work done on it, but it's not going to be ready for a little while. If you guys think it's a good idea for me to create a website with my videos and everything, and also with all the files, so you can go to the website and use it as a reference, let me know. I think it's a cool idea, but just need your guys' opinion, and tell me what you think about the idea. But for now, that's going to be it. Remember to comment, favorite, and subscribe. Alright guys, see ya.